Yeah, let's turn on the TV. Whoa, the future of content. Let's go. Let's go now. Whoa, and here we go now. Yeah, I know has a visionary plan. Decraft stories of faraway lands. Raven shapes the VR scene. Biggest bro unites all to dream. True media, we're setting the stage. Web3 AI, we're turning the page. Livestream soar, our vision's bright. Building tomorrow with creative light. True media, we lead the way. In the metaverse, we're here to stay. Meta Sparks, co-host with Flair. Video shame films with cinematic care. NFTs, collections, we paved the road. Community strong, our stories told. True media, we're setting the stage. Web3 AI, we're turning the page. Live stream soar, our vision's bright. Building tomorrow with creative light. True media, we lead the way. In the metaverse, we're here to stay. Agents and blockchain, the future's near. AI music, crystal clear. From code to hearts, we're breaking new ground. True media's vision is leaps and bounds. True media, we're setting the stage. Web3 AI, we're turning the page. Live stream soar, our vision's bright. Building tomorrow with creative light. True media, we lead the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aloha Friday, and happy Aloha Friday, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. We have made it to the end of the weekend. We are here. It's time to relax and chill. And guys, we have someone from the VeVe official team to come and talk story with us today. I'm so excited for today's episode. But before I even get more excited, we're going to get my wife in the studio. Dee, how are you?
Oh, dude, I'm calling you dude. It's been great. And just that song, the intro song, I'm just jamming to it. It's such a vibe to like get into the whole mood. I mean, it's been an exciting week altogether because of everything that's happening. San Diego Comic-Con, just it's it's been so cool to see whatever's been happening, even though we're not there physically. But so it's nice to wind down and continue on to the weekend with our special guest today. So yeah, I'm very excited. What about you? How are you today?
I'm super excited. Whenever a VeVe official team member shows up here, I get excited because I would love to get to know more of the team. And it's super stoked to actually have Flexi on here because I don't really know Flexi very well. I've heard of him before on Discord. Shout out to our co-producer that's co-producing. She's also moderating in the chat. So shout out to Raven for letting us know who these new people are in these new roles. And we're going to get to talk with Flexi on his collecting journey, as well as how he got into this space and his new role at VeVe Official. But Dee, before we get started, I believe we have someone that is going to be showing up, aren't we?
Yes. Who is it? Can you give us a quick look?
We're going to have an employee pop in real quick and give the open monologue. We'll be right back.
Right.
Hi, everyone. Trudy here. Thank you for joining us on Aloha Friday. We have an awesome guest from the VeVe team in the studio. Flexicollects joins us on the stream to talk about how he got into this space and how he's doing with his new role on the VeVe team. Also, shout out to VeVe for sponsoring tonight's giveaway. We are proud VeVe affiliates here at the Media Group. Good luck to everyone who enters. We hope everyone enjoys the show tonight. Have an awesome weekend, everyone. This is Trudy. Back to you, Hinano.
Well, thank you so much, Trudy. And I got to give a shout out to the biggest bro. I don't know where he found Trudy, but she has been a godsend here. So shout out to her. You're going to see more of Trudy as well as Jenna. And there's another employee that the biggest bro has also hired. So we're going to get to meet this person a little bit later throughout the journey that we have here, the media group. But guys,
I thought, didn't you go on LinkedIn and found Trudy or something?
you know what I mean? Biggest bro is gonna biggest bro, you know? So you just go with the flow with the big bro. Speaking of big bro, guys, he's going to be live later on today on the True Media Show to cover the VeVe meetup later on at the Fantastic Four movie premiere tonight, you guys. So that'll probably be in another, I'd say 3 hours or so. We're going to go live. We're not going to go out live long, but the biggest bro wanted to bring this content to you folks. So we're going to be going live later on tonight to cover the meetup before they go and watch the movie, you guys. So stay tuned for that. And we got one more commercial break before we get our guest in the studio. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, Trudy here with True Talk, a segment where we ask the public what they think of our media group.
When you hear True Media Group, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Live streams about digital collecting, super insightful.
What stands out about True Media Group?
Lost tides, wild underwater battles. When True Media Group rings in, what hits first?
Metaverse podcasts, future vision. What's your take on True Media Group?
The Rider, thrilling alien bike chases.
What do you value in True Media Group?
Virtual radio, deep digital collecting talks.
When True Media Group resonates with you, what comes to the forefront?
Podcast chats with Web3 legends, absolute gems.
What stands out to you in True Media Group's work?
Jenna. The Jenna Report, her news is my lifeline. What's your opinion on True Media Group?
Polly the Talking Panda, hilarious surfer tales.
What's your view on True Media Group?
Woo! Aloha Friday, authentic Hawaiian vibes.
And there you have it, folks, from the streets of our true fans themselves. Check out the comments below if you would like to know more. Thank you all for watching. I'm your host, Trudy, and this is True Talk.
I gotta say something here really quick. Where is it? Majin, we have a very strict dating policy here. So no, yeah, employees off limits. So you're already winning all the giveaways, my friend. So you're not gonna be winning hearts tonight. So I think it's time to get Flexi into the studio. What do you think?
Yes, let's bring him up.
All right, guys. Hopefully he doesn't have a choppy ride. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen from the VeVe official team, Flexicollects. How are you doing today, Flexi?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing really good, man. Thank you so much for coming. I know it was probably a long trip for you to get here. It's my understanding you're on the other side of the planet, but we really appreciate you coming, and hopefully you didn't get a bumpy ride on that helicopter getting over here.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Well, let's go. I'm going to pass the baton to my wife. Go ahead, Dee.
Yeah, thank you, Flexi, for coming on. I know the time zones can be kind of crazy, so I appreciate you being up at your time of night, day, and yeah, just being with us here today, and gonna be telling your story. So, thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to get into your journey here. So, um, starting off, if you want to just kind of give everyone that's listening and watching, like, who you are and how you got into the collecting hobby, your collecting journey, and how you made it to Web3 and this whole internet land.
Okay, all right. So I mean, I wasn't a big collector in my early life. I mean, I collected some stamps, some plushes, and stuff. And I actually follow a influencer in Sweden, and he posts about VeVe. So I
Oh,
joined in the beginning of 2022,
okay.
in January, when everything was
Really
like
high,
at the
yeah.
peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very frustrating back then because I didn't land any drop. So, uh, but finally, I learned about something called rebound, and I landed my first drop ever on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Oh,
Daisy and Donald.
Donald.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's memorable.
and I remember like I was super stoked, and uh, I actually sold it right away. I put it like way above floor. I think floor was like around 1.5K, and I put it like 2,000 something, and it got sold at like that fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, why did it buy mine? You know. But I found out later that it was a 3 digit, and so
Yeah. You were going through that education, right?
Mhm.
exactly. I didn't know nothing back then, and that got me kind of like into the whole VV thing. And I joined the Discord, and I jumped on VC, and Eagle was actually the first one that welcomed me into the community, and
Oh, cool.
I've been there ever since. And yeah, that's and I also VV also got me into physical collecting.
Yeah.
It's been crazy collecting journey. I mean, it started with comic books, and then Funkos, and I ended up with the trading cards, and it's never ending collecting. You want
Sounds like the
everything.
gateway.
Yeah, and also I like this community so much. So I went to my first live event in London,
Mhm.
Decon, where I
Yeah.
met,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I met Eagle, and back then he had a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know
He
if
was
you've
wearing the
seen him with the.
Hawkman thing, right?
It felt a little bit weird, but but I also met a lot of other. I think met Master only first time there,
Oh, cool.
but he didn't remember me, and Claire and a lot of other people, and that was like my addiction to live events. I don't know if you guys have the same feeling, but I miss live events like
No,
Mhm.
no.
every year. So that year I also went to New York, and then I went to Anaheim. So I've been on two New York Comic Con, Anaheim DCon, London DCon, and France, Auxerre.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that your
That
first time to US when you went to New York Comic Con?
No, I've been in Orlando before. I think I was there during the 70th anniversary in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a long time ago. But yeah, that was quite an experience. And meeting people that you've been talking to for months, like in
Hmm.
real life, that you cannot
yeah.
beat that. It's like,
It hits different.
yeah, And I remember I bunked with Kevin, Blackie Chan, and the guy called Lee Bet in this. So that's an entire different experience there. And first time meeting Davey, you, and Dan and the crew, that was also like an experience itself.
Yeah.
They're real. Like they're
Yeah,
real collectors, right? They're actually real
exactly,
down to earth like you and I when you can have a conversation with them. That kind of real.
exactly. Yeah, but um, yeah, I stayed in disco ever since. Like I'm almost there at least 5 day a week, 8 to 10 hours a day, for almost 3 years now.
And I believe this because I remember Raven. Like the Discord life is a real thing. In fact, Raven was like one of our first Discord mods, but like not even Raven. There's also Masteroni. He's always in there. You've got Ronnie, who's always in there, right? And they're always talking about the Discord. So, and I always hear or see like Discord raves, like Discord fam here. So, like, yeah, that is a completely different world. And and I never knew how big the Discord was till I went in there. It's kind of confusing for a while. I mean, I didn't know where to go.
There's a
in
lot
there.
of channels.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, it's way too much.
there's a lot
information
of chat, a
overload.
lot of zones,
Mhm.
and yeah, but it's fun, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of activity happening there. Of course, we are not active as we were before, but it's the same people there. Like talk every day, and yeah, and we talk about everything in collecting, like
Mhm.
the Labubu. Uh,
Yeah.
we've been, I
everybody's
mean,
talking about
Yeah.
the
like for months straight, we've been talking about Labubu and which time they are dropping and how you're gonna get it. I mean, Mahalo was there, everybody
Mhm.
like trying to figure out. It almost felt like the old time VeVe drop, you know.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out a way to get the drop,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm having a little bit more problem getting the drop in US because sometimes they don't allow us to join the drop.
Oh, I see, because of your
Oh,
region.
restrictions.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, they've been nice to me. They've been sending me some labubus here,
Oh, cool.
and that VV
The BB
like
logo?
yeah,
Yeah.
that one I got from VV Wills.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to him.
Wheels. Shout out Wheels.
I
Yeah.
wanna go back to what you were saying about in real life events, and like not only that wanting to go to another one, but like the experience and how special it is. And I want to kind of give you an example on what that means for D and I. If it wasn't for the first VV official in real life event, this podcast, the media group, would never have existed, because that's what really sparked the motivation to do this, to start the conversation on YouTube, because we had such a great time on DCon 2022, and I'm really, really bummed we never got to meet you, because it sounds like you were there, just like many people, right? Like the biggest bro, Froey Comey, we never got to meet them on the first go, but we were like ships in the night passing, right? There were so much people as well in 2022, but that that decon kicked it off for us to do this, to kind of change our lifestyle. D and I never did this kind of stuff before. This is your first YouTube live. You told us yourself, right? At one time, we were sitting in that same seat with you, and we would have never done something like this if it wasn't for Decon 2022. The first person we met, and I keep saying this, was My Collectibles by accident. We turned the corner, we bumped into him, and I apologize, and we heard the sorry, and I'm like, the hell? And like, it was him. You know what I mean? Like, and then my daughter's like, this is the iPad man, right? Because he had his iPad back then, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was the first person we met. And after that, it was so easy. We met everybody: Superstar Money, VeVe Meister, super tall, cool guy.
Yeah.
VeVe Vibes, at the time he was VeVe Vibes, now he's Digital Vibes. He was also cool. So we ended up forming our own clique. We had a great time, so much fun, that we wanted to continue this conversation. And if it wasn't for that meetup, the first VeVe meetup, we would have never existed. We would have never interviewed anybody here, and we would not be here talking to you. And so that's why these in real life events are special for D&I, because of what has transpired after that. And I'm almost sure now, after that Future of Collecting panel yesterday, more of these inspirational meetups is going to inspire more synergies, I think. What do you think about that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's been a lot of live events in the US, and now they're starting to do some in Europe and Hong Kong no, not the first time. They had a little meetup in Singapore before. But yeah, more live events. I think that would I think the more live event they do, the better it is.
Yeah. Do you have a memory of because you've been to a few, right? What was like your favorite memory from one of these live events that you can share to the audience? It doesn't have to be a private memory.
Too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, not the bathroom memory, right? No, I'm kidding.
No, of course the first New York Comic Con was the best, because we actually had Kevin and Blackie Chan dress up like Spider-Man, and they did a show for Davey and Dan, and they did flips and everything, and we just walk around New York with two guys that was dressed up, but one as Miles Morales and the other one as Spider-Man.
Walking around with two Spider-Mans, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfectly normal in New York.
Yeah, and draw a lot of attention. And Blackie Chan he has energy that's like he could what's up to everybody, anyone on the street, what's up, what are you doing, and
start a conversation with a random person.
Exactly. So it was fun, but I remember that if you go into live event, you need a comfortable shoe, because
yes,
yeah,
100%, man.
Yeah, that killed me and most of our friends. You need to wear a good shoe for Comic-Con. And first time having a comic signed by Peach Momoko, that was a special moment as well. And that was actually my first submission.
Wow, look at that.
Wow. So that was the last year that she was at an event, right?
This was 2 years ago. First time she was signing. And
okay.
I was lucky getting a 9.8.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, I let her sign, I think, 6 comic books. And one of them, I actually told her, could you please write, to Davey U and then sign it? And she did it. And I gave it to David. I think it was a Demon Days comic book.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But mostly we just hang out there and try to figure out who's who, from Discord or from Spaces. And I actually didn't go around too much. And that's one thing, I regret every year, because the second year was the same thing. I was just at the booth.
Oh, did we lose him?
Did we lose him? Oh, okay. So
here?
Okay.
Yeah, we're here. So that would be something that you would do differently on the next ones, is check out the booth, hang out for a bit, and then probably go around maybe the next day and venture out to other booths and stuff.
Yeah, maybe cosplay as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, he did say he had some bad shoes though, and I want to really touch on the shoes because we went to DCon Vegas and I went with Skechers, and I got to tell you, they were terrible. I think by the second day my feet were so sore that the night of Arcade's party, we scrambled to the nearest strip mall to buy shoes. I think we went to a Famous Footwear, and I bought the cheapest shoe that I could find really quick, a $20 shoe. Best shoes. I still wear them till this day. But you're 100% right. If you don't have the right footwear, the con's gonna be terrible. So
yeah, I made a mistake. I had Jordan, Jordan 1s, and there's not a lot of sole in those. It's that's a terrible mistake. So remember to to bring a couple extras so you can swap.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
basically comfortability over looks, okay? So
see, like my whole thing, and I've said this before, was when so I've never been to Vegas before, and so last year was my first time to Vegas for decon. And when I was packing, I was like, oh, okay, I think I'm gonna put shorts and flip flops, slippers in my bag because I'll just be walking around casual. And Hinano looked at me and he's like, it's November and it's gonna be cold, so we're gonna have to get you some, pants and shoes and socks and like jackets. So I brought my slippers, a pair of slippers with me, because I'm like, I personally don't like wearing shoes. And so I brought my shoes, I brought a pair of slippers, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how Vegas is, and I'll probably end up wearing my slippers like, after the third hour or something. I took Yeah, my toes are so cold. I'm like, okay, I'm going back in the shoes. And that was like the most, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the most I've ever worn shoes in such a long time. So it was like a different experience for me. But yeah, for me, like wearing shoes in a cold area is prudent. You do not want your toes to be like cold and hanging out of slippers. So don't recommend slippers in Vegas in November.
and
So
that's
dress
flip flops.
accordingly.
That's flip flops for the people that don't know what a slipper is. But to kind of touch on that story, yeah, Dee's never been to Vegas. So when we got off the plane, I said, "Hon, it's like 45 degrees out there," and she's never experienced 45 degrees. She's from a hot climate where it's like 100% humidity, and you're at 100 degrees, right? So I was watching her get off the plane, and you know what happens when someone first experiences cold weather? They're like, they get a strut in their step, and I saw her like, what happened?
Like,
You know
in
what
your
come
butt,
up?
a bit chilly.
You know what came up in my mind? Have you seen Cool Runnings?
Yes.
No.
Cool, yeah.
Stop
Oh,
it.
yeah. We need to go by the beach bun. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was funny. But what really got D is we had a group chat, so everyone's like, "Yes, bring your swimwear. We can go in the pool." I was like, "Yeah, don't want to go in the pool. All right, that pool's not heated. You don't want to go in there. You got to remember now. You still got to get in that pool if it's heated, and then you got to get out of that pool, right? So yeah, you've got like that 10 seconds of like miserableness. So, she ended up not bringing a bathing suit because I'm like, "Why are you bringing a bathing suit? It's Vegas, during the winter. You don't want that. We're not going to Hawaii." So.
It was an experience for sure. So now I'm more prepared for this year's one. I'll pack
I mean, same
accordingly.
thing happens to me in New York first year on the roof party. I sat there with like a big blanket. David came like, "Are you cold?"
No, I just want to be fashionable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So don't underestimate the October or November in any of the states, I guess.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
bring lots of like oil or moisturizer because you're gonna dry up really
Lotion.
quick. When we got back home, Dee and I were like just dried prunes already. I'm like, oh my gosh, everything's terrible, but it's a lot of fun. And Flexi, are you gonna be going to the Vegas Decon this year?
York.
I'm leaning more to New York and maybe Hong Kong.
Hong Kong would be fun.
Yeah.
Ooh. I've never
That
been to
would
Hong
be
Kong.
nice. And Singapore, I mean, I wish they would do an event in Japan. Like, that's what I wish, Tokyo
That would get
or
us to
something.
Japan.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I've been in Japan a couple of times, and you never get tired of that city, So I really want to go back there.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people that I asked that I've talked to that have been to Japan multiple times, and they've said that there's like so much to see in the different cities there, and depending on the time of year, because they have like what do you call it, like the Cherry Blossom Festival, and then one lady I know says like she goes there every year for the ice sculpture festival or something.
Yeah, on the what's the island on the north? I forgot the name, but
I don't remember the name.
yeah, I know what it is. Hokkaido.
Hokkaido. Yeah, I
Hokkaido
heard
Winter
that's
Festival. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I want to go there and see all that, but then I also want to go in the time when there's all the cherry blossoms and I don't know. Do they have like I'm kind of going off topic, but there's a show I saw with like a big there's like a thing they do with mangoes. They grow them in a bag, these mangoes,
Oh,
and they get
y-
yeah, I
yeah.
was like some random things that I
So I
saw.
bought. They have those super expensive fruits.
Hmm.
So the cantaloupe is the one of the most expensive ones. So I didn't buy that, but I actually bought. Uh, I think it was $100 mango
Whoa.
and $200
Yeah,
box of strawberries, just like to try and figure out
experience it.
what the fuzz was about those.
Yeah.
But they are just like perfect fruits.
Hmm.
I think I got 9 strawberries, and every single one was the same size. It tastes exactly the same, and they just look perfect. And
Yeah.
but at the end, it's just strawberry.
Right.
Still a strawberry.
Very
Still a
pricey
mango.
strawberries. So
Yeah, I was looking at that. I'm like, that's like a ridiculous price for a mango. I can just go and, my neighbor's house or like the market and find one that's like cheaper. But yeah, like the whole like thing they have, like their lineup is like all the mangoes are just this perfect, beautiful size. The weight is like, yeah, it's like an art form that they do, and that's why it's like so expensive, I guess. But anyway, going off topic here, but that's really cool. If they
no,
do
but like
have something in Japan.
but what's so
Uh,
funny about that is like, you're paying that much for mangoes and we take it for granted here because there's like rich people who build their homes and they use mango trees just for landscape. They don't eat it. Like they'll literally have like maybe 3 or 4 mango trees around the perimeter. It'll fall out. We're not allowed to grab any of the mangoes and they just kind of
Oh,
let it go to waste. But can you imagine that? Like you have a full fruitful tree that's just there for looks.
it makes me mad when I see one.
sorry, I'm kind of
Oh yeah, you're coming in a little bit
It kind of
robotic.
crackly.
like refresh
So
or
do
what do I do?
Maybe
you want to come out?
jump
Oh,
out and come back in.
yeah.
And then
If
we
you
can
can.
okay, he will be right back, guys. So while we're waiting for Flexi to come back, and this is how it works on YouTube, as my collectible said in the old days, YouTubery, we will try to get him back. But guys, we are running a supported giveaway from VeVe Official. If you would like a chance to win a random VeVe Digital collectible, type in hashtag Aloha Friday in the chats below, and we will run that giveaway at the end of the show.
Yeah,
That's a
so
very long video prompt. I need to shorten that.
the stream was just the stream couldn't handle the $100 mango and $200 for strawberries. That's some golden fruit right there. There he
And
is.
he's back, guys.
Are you here?
Oh, he's still a little robotic
Still
though.
very robotic.
Maybe
Try another device, maybe.
it could be the microphone. I'm not sure. Okay, he's gonna come back again, you guys.
No
So
worries.
while we're waiting for Flexi to come back, I think I do have another commercial we can run.
I
While
think
we
you
do,
might have,
I may have. There's a bunch of stuff hiding in here. No, I don't have a commercial, guys. It's on the virtual radio studio instead.
Oh,
That's okay. D can sing. I do have a commercial. Here we
oh
go,
yeah.
guys. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Aloha, everyone. I'm your host, Jenna, one of many AI employees here at True Media Group. Here at True, bringing quality content to the community means everything to us. From live shows like Virtual Radio, Future Watch, Enter the Verse, and Aloha Friday, we cover a wide range of content.
We also have our AI video content, like Lost Tides, which is an underwater adventure, and The Rider, which is our sci-fi alien thriller. And that's just the beginning.
If you're interested in our content or other services we have to offer, feel free to message us. We're happy to connect with you. I'm your AI host, Jenna, and make sure to subscribe to True Media Group, the future of content.
Building tomorrow with creative light. True Media, we lead the way. In the metaverse, we're here to stay.
All
No,
right.
Majin. Jenna is off limits as well, Majin. Okay. So, Flexi, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
All
right.
right.
Sounds good.
Woo!
And it
Cooking with
sounds studio
gasoline.
smooth as well. Let's go. So I'm not sure where we left off, but I'm going to jump in because I know we were talking about fruit. And I kind of wanted to talk with you about community, actually. That's one of the biggest highlights and one of the loves is the community that we're in. And I kind of want to talk about the community, specifically X and Discord, and how it's really influenced your journey in this space. And can you kind of give us like a thing or two about what you love about it the most?
Ooh, I think I found like where I belong. Like,
Nice.
I mean, in my real life with my, I mean, my life in my life, uh, there's not a lot of friends that have the energy to hear what I got on drop a Friday evening, and there's not a lot of people understanding why I'm like, buying comic books in a plastic case, that so they always wondering, so you're not gonna read it? No, it's just a collectible, and you get the grades, depending which condition it is, and explaining the whole thing, the value, and then they just like, okay, you know. But I think I found like a place where a lot of me, you get to meet a lot of yourself, where people have the same like common interest
Yeah.
and passionate about the same stuff, and that's really rare to that's really rare.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's our thing here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that because I mean we can talk to our in real life friends about other stuff, but when it comes to NFTs, digital collectibles, comics you can read on the app, crypto, any of that stuff, they're just like, it's a scam. Yeah, what are you into now? So to be able to go,
What I
like
am
log
into
in.
now?
What's that?
Did you
Oh
ask me?
no, I was saying
Not yet, but
like
we will.
yeah. So what I'm saying is like when you tell in real life people like in our lives here, they're saying is like, oh, what kind of projects are you into now? Like what other scams are there that you're like, everything is like a scam on the internet. So to be able to have like communities to be able to go into, and there's people you can talk to about what comics they grew up with and what they're watching like movie wise, or just having going on a drop stream or a space to be with people who are like doing the same thing as you, like they're getting ready to push the buy now button, or to see or to reveal what mint they got. And it's just another feeling when you have other people to share that with, instead of just keeping it to yourself or talking to one of your family members and they're just looking at you like, what are you talking about? So yeah, it's I'm glad I have that. For me personally, I share that with Hinano and also our daughter, and with the community as well. So yeah, that's
Great.
my take on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, try to explain that during the early 2022 for your friend that you need to like go get better reception, or maybe tell everybody to go off your Wi-Fi because you need that like on the drop time, and everybody but hello. It's like, bro, the stuff. I remember when AF-15 came, and this might sound like ridiculous, but I actually went to Temple. I spin some of those bells, and I donate some money, and I really like come on, give me a secret.
Yeah.
Blessings, you're trying to manifest it, right?
I got home, I shut everything off except my phone, and I tried to go for a drop, but I didn't get it. So I had actually to pick it up on the secondary, 3-digit, and that was quite expensive back then. Yeah, and then you hear your friend like, oh, I got a 3-digit, and he got the special mint, 862.
Yeah.
And like, the meme that with I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Congrats. Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh man, I got a funny story to tell you after about that. Like, because we all have like an incident, right? Of like we either tried to manifest it, we went to temple, and we never got it, right? So but for me, we were camping, and we were camping in this valley with no signal. And so D and we made sure to get up, because drop times for us is either 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning in Hawaii time, right?
Oh yeah.
This was 5 in the morning, I believe. No, was it 5 or 6? It was the Peely Fantasy. It was Peely Fantasy. And I told D, this is the one, you know what I mean? The Buddha Panda said this is the one. We gotta get to the top, right? So we literally packed our stuff up, and I believe it was 5 or 6 in the morning. And we were hanging with friends, so I was a little hungover. And we get to the top, and we found the one tree, and I'm hanging on the tree, Flexi, because that'll help, right? And I'm like waiting, like, all right, I'm gonna get my peelies, and I'm like, you don't get it, and I'm like, no, and I go to D, did you get it? No, I'm like, we went up here for nothing, nothing. And I felt like
sacrifice.
And then you're on Twitter, you're like, your friends are hitting, they're hitting. And then I wait for the market, and I buy it in the market. And obviously I'm like, no, that's not the one I wanted. But that was my story. We went camping, we came up, and I think it's like a good 15-minute drive to get out of that valley just to hit a drop and not get it. So
like,
the
I
stuff people did for drops, that was crazy. And now it's totally stress-free. You do the auto pay, and I think I'm gonna like PTSD of the alarm clock that hits every day. I have it set on the same drop time every day, and it's still on. I haven't.
You live your life by the drop times, huh?
I did that for the longest time. Was set alarms. Yeah. Oh man.
That's
Do you
funny.
remember? Did you guys join the drop show in Discord when they have the tips and tricks?
So no, so I was normally, so my collectibles would cover the drop streams, but I was always in Kid Arcade's chats for drop streams and stuff like that. So and I kind of resonated with that community the most. But yeah, what happened in the Discord drop streams?
No, so they had like tips and tricks how to do it. And one time they showed you need to do it with 2 fingers,
Or what was it, the massager?
Yeah, no. At one time, both D and I were both using our fingers together for one phone.
What really like got me was on my iPhone, because I have an Android and iPhone, and so it seemed like the iPhone was faster by like a millisecond than the Android. So I was always on my iPhone, but back then when I pushed it too much, the whole thing would just freeze up. Like my whole screen would just freeze and I couldn't do anything. So I'm like, oh man, what is this? And so I tried on my Android, and no, that was just like not even worth it. I'm like, and that the drops that I did happen to get was like, common, like 5-6 digits. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was going through my account yesterday, and I was looking at all the comics I had, and I'm like, wow, I have comics that are like 5 digits, like 6 digits. That's like amazing. Like, wow, this is like old school drop. You don't get those anymore. But yeah, the things we did just to land a drop back then.
Yeah. It was
But what's so funny? If it wasn't for the past, I don't think we would be where we are now. And like for me, like what's so cool is I used to collect in the 90s, comic book collector. I've said it in the past before. I collect a lot of Image comics, so I resonated a lot in the Image and DC realm. But what's so cool about it is now being able to collect with my family. Um, you know, I went through a phase in high school where collecting wasn't cool. Girls did not like comic books, so those went in storage, or my mom threw them away when I moved out of the house, right? So we fast forward now to 2021. That's when I got in, and I got in during the Voltron drop. So I'm like a month behind you of getting into the project myself. So I'm like right where we're at the top. You know what I mean? So I was at peak euphoria when I joined. So that's where I came from. So, but what's so cool about that is when you go through this journey through VeVe, and then you see all these cool things that reminded you of your past. Chris Sever says it a lot. Nostalgia Respark, the DeLorean, the Enterprise. You know, all those really cool things that remind you of your childhood. It sparks a memory, and then you know you get to relive that now on your phone. I fell in love with all that again, and so the collecting portion of it, I love. D collects now. I've turned my wife into a nerd. We've got 25 short boxes behind me that you can't see, and I'm embarrassed to show you because it's a mess back here. My daughter, she got into comic books, not anymore, but before we used to do once a week where we read our comic books. We're kind of slowly getting back into that, but my daughter now is into manga and anime.
Oh.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for getting on VeVe, my daughter would have never been on manga. My daughter's now writing her own stories because of the collecting aspect, and she's collecting. It's so funny because I said, well, hon, we can just get these books online. You can read them on an ebook. No, I have to have the physical, and I have to have a plastic bag. So I had to buy her a bookshelf. And so she's got this nice bookshelf of all her animes, and they have to be from edition 1 through whatever. And yeah, now we're looking for books. So that's what this collecting journey has done for us. It started this podcast. It's helped my wife with her public speaking. Dee has never been a public speaker before, guys, until this space. You would have never caught her on the radio, let alone virtual radio. Never caught her in a space. Never seen our ugly faces. I shouldn't be up here, Flexi. I'm a middle-aged man that shouldn't be talking to a camera, but here I am. We enjoy it, and that's all because of this collecting experience. So
exactly, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, looking at like the stuff I have, it's insane. And some of the Discord guys, you know, seeing their collection grow is also like amazing. I mean, we have a guy in Discord that in 6 months, I think, or no, a year, he grew his physical collection. Like, yeah, he built an entire room with the One Piece cards and
he's got a bat cave that he's building, right?
Yeah, so everything. And he's big in VeVe as well. You know, he's one of the top 10, and just so, you know, it's just so nice to have someone that, you know, we share that in common, and we go for drops, both physical and digital. So yeah,
you know, it's amazing how far the VeVe brand has spread, and here's why we say this. We do another show on Tuesdays called Future Watch, where we try to interview the entire Web3 space, and we talk to different other projects. And so some of the representatives in that projects, we talk about where we came from, because we tell everybody we came from VeVe, and they're like, yo, we're VeVe fam. Like, you know, people from the V friends, right? Like, you're VeVe fam? Like Kawabunga, Chan, and all those guys? Like, yeah, apparently they're just quiet, right? You know, they don't say nothing, but there's a lot of people in different projects, whether they're in V friends, Candy, Pudgy Penguins, or whatever. They're actually VeVe fam. They just don't say nothing. So
I met a lot of, I mean, I've been buying a lot of stuff on Whatnot, and all of a sudden, you know, when back in the day,
that's dangerous, right?
In the chat, do you guys know what VeVe is? Oh yeah, I'm an OG. You know, I don't remember his name now, but he was doing the car breaks for Pokemon, and all of a sudden he took like his mobile phone and he showed us like, oh, this is stuff I have, and blah, you know. So yeah, it's
is it Colby?
Always amazing to see.
You know what's so strange about that? And this is the most strangest thing, is we were having dinner and Dee was talking to her brother, and she said this story a few times, and she just mentions VeVe, and he's like, I know VeVe. I'm like, wait, my brother-in-law who lives on this tiny island with me knows who VeVe is? But it even gets better. So our Discord was My Collectibles Discord. There was a bunch of us back in the day when the drop heads first dropped. That's when I met Nos Clint and a bunch of other people in the chat right here. And what was so cool about that is we would have like similar things where we would like discuss drops, you know, the strategies. But I met people from Hawaii in that chat. And what's so strange, Flexi, is they're from the town I live in. And I just couldn't believe it. And the guy's like, yo, you worked with my mom when you were in high school.
Right.
Like, are you serious?
That's wild.
I'm like, who's your mom? And I'm like, I know her. Oh my goodness, give her a hug for me, right? But that's how uncanny it got, right? So it's like, there's people, and there's like 4 people on the island I live on that are secretly VeVe fan. They still have VeVe collectibles. Once in a while, they message me. They don't really, you know, they're not really in the community as much as they used to, but they hold the stuff. But it's just very funny when you find out, wow, your neighbor could be on VeVe and you have, oh yeah, actually my neighbor is on VeVe, but you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, like you could have another neighbor on VeVe and you just don't know. So
I think you got them into VeVe, right?
One of my neighbors I got into VeVe, so and he's always asking me like, yo, did you see the Assassin's Creed drop? I'm like, yeah, I know that's your thing. Go ahead, man. So yeah,
we're more into the comics, but there is a comment in the chats from Christopher. He said he still has his first graded comic that he won from you.
From me?
Yeah.
What?
Or was it from from Flex? Yeah.
He showed us this, remember?
Yeah.
He showed us that on Aloha Friday.
Let me see. Can I see that? Back in the day, I did give away a lot of physical comic books. I think I sent Eagle like 80 comic books for giveaway.
Oh, that's cool.
And I did some random, like for the games, I did some random stuff. And I also sent some stuff that I got from the events, like the t-shirts, some of those Comic Con badges signed by David Yu, and like stuff like that.
You are the giving tree.
Yeah.
You know, I can relate, Flexi. Go ahead.
I like to share. I don't know. I mean, just like I want everybody to like have fun in the Discord, and you know, but yeah, it started to get expensive because shipping fee was
and then more now, even so, because of all the new laws and restrictions.
Yeah.
So Eagle actually had to tell me to stop.
No more giveaways.
That's when we started to give away VeVe collectibles, and but before that it was all community. It was contributed by like members, you know.
And I love that. I love to give back. You know, back in the day, I used to drop dollar comics on the floor, you know, just to kind of give back. And I've said this story in the past. Someone gave me a chance when I was young, and you know, they gifted me a stock. And if it wasn't for that gifting of that stock, I would have never learned TradFi. I would have never learned investing, and I would have never been able to like get the opportunity to like, you know, build up our financial situation because of that. And so I try to give back in that sense. And so I have a funny story about giving things away. I think he's in. I see him. There he is. My Collectibles. So it's a funny story about this guy. He had a stream where he went on, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours, where he was just giving stuff away. That's when we had transfers, right? And I remember I had a bunch of stuff, and I never told him I was sending him stuff. I had his wallet, and I just sent him a bunch of things. And I was waiting for the day that My Collectibles would send me the DM. Can you please stop sending me stuff? Because I'm running out of water, and I'm running out of time to give these things away. Because he gave away a bunch of stuff on this one live stream. I think it was the last live stream he did. Yeah. That live stream might have killed the transfers. I don't know. I'm kidding. But it was fun just to give away. And so we wanted to continue that, right? And so people started NFT projects. You know, My Collectibles had the drop heads. You have Kid Arcade with his skulls. We even had an NFT project at the time with our passes, and it was just a fun thing to get people involved, you know, offer utility, but community-based, right? And try to link us all together, especially through the tough times, because we went through a lot to get where we are. And I feel like we're getting out of the tunnel, and there's a big light ahead. And I think it was like gestures like what you did, 80 comics, my friend, you know, as well as a bunch of other things to kind of keep the community going until we get to this point. What do you think about that, Flexi?
Sorry, what was the question?
So the question basically is, with the giving of all of these things, what do you think about that? For like basically this kind of helped usher the community to get to point B of where we are now.
I think it's good. You know, I think it brings joy for people that wins. You know, they. I mean, it doesn't have to be like super valuable stuff, but you know,
Yeah.
the feeling of winning something is is unbeatable. We got a guy that always, as soon he wins something, he comes to the voice chat and says, "Let's go!" And you know, the energy, he just screams.
Is it this guy? Is it him?
Not Majin. I think Majin know this guy, but he's like, "Let's go!" You know, he just screams and everything, and that energy, you know, it makes you happy. You know, somehow everybody
Nice.
just laugh, and yeah, I think that's important. You know, to give back to, you know, a little bit more, and you know, have those happy moments not every day, but once in a while. I think. I mean, we got people that's happy winning VXP in Discord, and right now VXP hasn't like a big function, but it's just the competitive mindset people have. You know, they just wanna. I mean, we've been clicking the games in Discord like. It takes a lot of time. You have to be like, every time it tags you, you need to click, you need to, you know, and I got a one-on-one card, you know, and it's basically meaningless, but it's just the group itself, you know. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's super
People
hard.
are looking for an experience, whether it's a small experience, big experience, or an experience with networking, community, any type of experience, right? And then when you win something, you want to share your experience. Like, you know, be like, guys, check this out. I got this secret rare, because I've been watching what you guys have been dropping, you guys. Like, I've been seeing like secret rare comic books, and like, wow, that's what I needed, right? And like, people are saying that, right? They're like, wow, I got to complete my set. But that is a beautiful thing right there, you know? And like, this is collecting in the end, right? It's a new medium of collecting. And you already know it, right? Once you're a collector and you feel it, like you want it, like, I really want that, right? You know? And then when you get it, right? When it was gifted or was a surprise, you're like, that's so awesome. You get that feeling inside, right? That gooey feeling inside, though.
Exactly.
What do you think about that, Deep?
No, I agree. And for me, like when we go to the local comic shop, we get books that, well, I get books that I really like, and that mean something special for me, or maybe it's something I saw on the app or online somewhere, and I want to match the digital to my physical. But I have a short box that is only filled with comics that I've gotten from community members. So my first one in that box was actually I forgot what it was, but it was from my collectibles, and I won that on his when he had his YouTube channel up and running. I think it was on one of the Thursday streams, because he had it Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? And then Thursdays was the one that he did the scrolling the chest, looking up, looking down, and all around, all that. So I have that, and a few other ones from him. And I've gotten other ones from other community members, and even ones from like Whatnot shows. So those are like in a specific box of just, you know, community member comics. And I think those kind of mean something more special for me personally, because someone like went out of their way to get it, and you know, they're sharing it with the community, and I was lucky enough to get it. So I mean, we can go out and buy our own grills that we want, and that's something special. But when it's from someone else, and you know, there's like a different meaning to it when it's from another person. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I totally agree. There is I don't know if they want me to mention name, but I know a guy that sends like Blackpink slabs. They have cards in the PSA to a friend, and it's just like those small stuff, like from nowhere. Like, oh, I got this from this guy. Wow, Blackpink, and all of a sudden he has the whole set. You get one thing from someone, and you need the whole set, right?
Mhm.
And I know another guy that he wins a lot, like a lot on Whatnot everywhere, but he never opens them. He just like those brown boxes. Yeah, I don't want to mention name, but he's in the chat.
Does it start with an M?
He's actually around where you guys are, but yeah, but he like why are you having so much and you don't even open them? No, I just like it like that, and he showed us the amount of boxes he has unopened. It's just something that blows my mind, and I would never understand him.
I think I know who it is.
I
think he's been on the channel. So I won't name names either, but that is a really awesome person if I think I know who it is, though. But there's a bunch of things here that's not opened as well. And so I am also a part of that cause as well. I'm also one of those guys that don't open certain digital things. Like my Fanable case, like I only opened it last night on stream, but I held the thing for quite some time. I didn't even know if there was a chaser piece. So like stuff like that, people really just want the box, and sometimes they just chase the mint, right? Like I had a mint number 2 Fanable case. For the longest time, I didn't want to open it, but it just had that feeling like I want to know what's in the box. So that's my problem. I want to know, but I digress.
I'm totally opposite. I have really hard time to keep everything sealed. Yeah, I got like these boxes with cards. Like I think I have 10 or 11 of them, and yeah.
Are those Pokemon?
It's everything. I don't know. Can I move the camera and show?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, whatever you're
here.
comfortable
I'll
with.
put you on solo here. Go for it.
So I collect a lot of Star Wars cards.
Wow, look at those, D.
You see, that's a dual auto by Rosario Dawson and Natasha, and we got Elizabeth in Sindola, and Shikati, the Armorer, and then we got the Ray Park.
Oh, that's awesome. Ray Park.
Out of 25 and out of 10, and 1-on-1 Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah. And then I got some One Piece card.
Is that a Todd? Oh my gosh, Flexi. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right.
Flexi is flexing.
He is a G. Let's go.
I picked it up. I picked this up in London Decon, and I sent it in for Todd McFarlane to sign. And this one is the first reprint. It's the first reprint of the Action Comic number 1.
Oh,
nice.
And I was lucky to get a 9.8 white pages. I actually got 2 of them.
Two of them. Sheesh.
And this one is a masterpiece reprint, Superman.
Yes.
Superman.
Are you a Superman fan?
Yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
And what do we have here? We got 1997 Sesame Street.
Oh, I see Grover.
Yeah, that never opened before.
Nom, 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 nom.
And yeah, this is my rainbow. I don't know if you guys know what rainbow means. It means when you have one of each variety, right? So it's 1-on-1. 1 in 5, 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, and 1 in 199.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You sure you haven't collected before? Man.
And my Funkos.
Yeah, those take up a lot of room, man.
Yeah. You see Funkos. I got some Hot Toys, some Jordans. And yeah,
So he's like us. He's a hoarder.
He's a collector.
Yeah.
Collector.
No, I'm like you. Okay, I have boxes here from Whatnot that I have not opened. I feel like I'm like Rolex. No, seriously, like I've got like maybe 5 boxes here. Key, if you're watching, there's 5 boxes from your show I've not opened. I don't even know what I bought from you. And there's some other random stuff that I got here. And I just bought something from the V Friends people too. So I have not opened it. I should do an unboxing. We should, big bro, we got to do what's in the box. But, you know, that's how it gets here, right? And I have no remorse for buying any of this stuff. I love it all. Look, you got a Batmobile right here. That's how crazy I am. Things are like right here in arm's length right here, you know? So it's bad. It's bad. I got a problem. D? So
I got a problem too. And, you know, actually, I didn't own one single comic before I joined VeVe. And now I got like over 1,000, I think 1,300 comic books. And I'm trying to finish a very hard set. And it is the Avengers run, the first run. I think I'm, you see the first appearance of Khan?
Yes.
And,
jeez.
And Vision.
Yes.
So I'm missing the most expensive ones, of course. But I'm pretty good on my way. I think I have 360 something of that run, and it's 409.
So are you like a big Avengers fan, or what? So what character or comic series do you gravitate to the most?
I would say Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay, cool.
Yeah. For Marvel is Iron Man. For DC is Superman and Wonder Woman.
Ooh, D. There you go. You just won D's heart right here. Yeah. So big Superman fan here, by the way. So nice. Yeah. D, you're muted.
I'm muted?
No, D was muted. I started talking.
Yeah, no, I had to mute because I got the producer for a little bit.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I was just wondering, did you watch the new Superman movie, Flexi?
No, I haven't. I
okay. No spoilers.
I doesn't have so much time to go to movies these days. You know, with baby, with the 2 job, with the Discord, and now with the space, the managing team job. So haven't been able to go to the cinema much, especially with the 2 years old and another one coming. So
we feel you, man. We actually took our this because we're really big DC fans and we really want to see Superman before anyone spoils it, right? Because the internet is just brutal. And so we took our son to the movie and he loved it. And it kind of blew our mind. Yeah, like, you know, he slept for half the movie, but the other half, he stayed awake. He watched. He didn't cry once until the very end. And every time the dog came on, he was the loudest person in the theater. Like, my son laughed so loud. Like, he was laughing when the dog came on, right? I'm like, is that our son? Yeah. And you see him, he's like, and he's like pointing. I'm like, that's the cutest thing ever. And so, like, you know, like I said, like, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but big Superman fan. And the movie made me tear up. And so there's only certain things that make me tear up. It's when I really see nostalgia that really remind me of my childhood. Like, there's like certain things that made me tear up on TV or movies. I saw the Ghostbusters on the movie screen like a few years ago. I teared up because, like, I would never thought I'd see that again. I saw the Enterprise D on TV 2 years ago. I never thought I'd ever see that again. That made me tear up, let alone the beauty of that entire series. And then Superman. To see Superman, for me at least, be done right, and to hear that John Williams score remixed, and it's just very moving. So if you are a Superman fan, 3 minutes in, you are going to tear up. Throughout the whole movie, you are going to tear up because there's going to be little tropes that are just going to pull to your feels. You're going to tear up. And I walked in that movie, Flexi, really with low expectations because DC movies has just been sucking. And I walked in there, I sat there, I teared up before the guy came to bring my food. We go to a cinema where it's luxurious and there's tacos. The guy brought my tacos and I didn't have my glasses on, right? So I couldn't hide my eyes. And he shined the phone right to me like, sir, here's your tacos. And I'm wiping my eyes like, thank you. And he's like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. You know, and then, like, I was just so happy with tears. So yeah, expect that. And I hear the Fantastic Four is going to hit us in the feels as well. So
Yeah, I really like that, like the vintage look. The back in the like
the Kingdom
40s,
Come
50s.
Superman.
Yeah, I really like that style. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fun. It was there you go, buddy. It was a good movie.
Hello.
and it was a good time hanging out. And I'm just really happy with blockbusters this summer. It really I even watched Jurassic World. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like it. I really enjoyed that movie because it reminded me of Spielberg. Like, it had very Spielberg sense to the movie, at least for me. And so I feel like the movies are back. And I know Christopher Stitt in the chat can agree with me, because for a while movies were just okay. Like Captain America for me was just okay. I really liked the Thunderbolts, but it wasn't like, oh, this is the movie of the year. Like, I literally put myself on a pedestal last week and put a bullseye that said Superman's the best movie of the year. And now the Fantastic Four came out and I hear it's just as good. So that kind of stuff where movies hit you in the feel and you start saying crazy things like the best movie of the world, movies are back. And I love the fact that movies are back, because I just saw from James Gunn, people are buying comic books. Like, there are kids going into like the stores buying a Superman comic book for the first time. And this is beneficial for DC and Marvel, because you want kids like that to be reintroduced to comic books. You want kids like my daughter to want to read, to write, to do anime, to really discover these books for the first time, because it was stuff like this that really shaped my childhood, shaped me to be the person that I am. It was IP, it was nostalgia, it was these fandoms. When you were growing up, what was your fandom that kind of shaped you to the person that you are today?
So I grew up in Taiwan. So I kind of was like grew up with the Japanese side of superheroes, and we don't call it comics, but we call it manga, or in Chinese is manhua, right? So I grew up with those stuff. I came to Sweden when I was like 9 or 10 years, and that's when I like kind of changed my fandom to, it was Goonies, it was Star Wars, and it was Back to the Future, and actually Knight Rider. And I don't know if you guys know what Airwolf is, like that helicopter.
Heck yeah, I know what Airwolf is. I have an Airwolf story.
Oh my
too.
gosh, you're the second person. Kinano's number one, and Flexi's the second person who have talked about Airwolf.
Airwolf.
Yeah.
Loved Airwolf, man.
We need 18s as well,
Yes.
And
That's hilarious.
He-Man, actually He-Man. What else? And something called Marsh. I don't know if you guys seen that before.
Marsh, yeah.
Yeah, the helicopter that you could like transform and stuff.
Heck yeah. GoBots, Mask, Silverhawks, all of them.
Yeah. But other than that, I grew up with Dragon Ball, some early version of the Power Ranger, but it's Japanese. I think they call, I don't remember the name, but yeah, Doraemon, Gundam.
Oh,
We need Gundam. Yeah, I really need Gundam. But I actually
like Robotech or Battleship Yamato.
What?
You get like Robotech, Battleship Yamato, or Star Blazers, I believe it was called in the US, right?
Yeah, I remember watching Robotech, but that wasn't my favorite. I was actually into Mazinger more.
Oh.
More than Robotech. And yeah, but then, you grow up a little bit. I went into sport. I played basketball, and I kind of lost that fandom, collecting stuff. And in the Chinese household, your mom throws away a lot of stuff. They
Oh, same in
the Hawaiian household
households.
too. Yeah.
So you kind of forgot about the collecting side of me until VeVe came, and it's been really like fun 3 years. gotta say, to re-experience this side of collecting, and with friends as well, with the entire community like you. And I don't know if that's good or bad, because you buy everything. If he buys something, you buy. And yeah.
Especially you're both hyping each other up. You gotta get it. It's like,
bro, I remember when Electra came, everybody was like, I didn't understood that everybody didn't like it, and I was like, and that was like my first drop I actually could get. So I think I bought 19 of it. Then I was just kept, oh my god, I'm getting dropped. Babe, are you buying? I bought 19. I think that my girlfriend bought 5 or something. And that's where I experienced, like, first time ever, like, nobody liked the Electra.
Well, you'll get along with Fro. Real
yeah. You remember the Toby drop?
Yeah.
So my chiropractor got me into NFTs, but I'm the one that got my chiropractor into VeVe, and he would get frustrated because he would never land a drop until Toby. And I remember he called me up. He's like, bro, I hit 10 Tobys. Oh my gosh. I'm like, that's cool, man. Like, he goes, like, how much did you hit? None. I'm not into Toby, man. Like, what? And he's like, yeah, I hit 10. You can still get it. I'm like, nah, you're good. And then later he called me back, bro, I don't think anyone likes Toby. I'm like, why? I'm like, man.
Bro, I gave it a second chance after, because that Toby actually came a little bit like after Electra, right? Like a week, right? So I was like, maybe this one, So I went for quite a lot of Toby as well. I think I went for 32.
Yeah, and everyone was hitting the Toby.
I didn't hit that secret rare. 32.
Neither did my chiropractor.
And people in Discord are, Flexi, what are you doing?
Shout out to the chiropractor. He's probably watching.
He's very popular in Asia. He's very popular in China and Taiwan.
You're always probably thinking like, this is the one more, and it's gonna be the secret rare. I just know it. And then like 30 pulls after. It's like, no, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and now it's so, what's been really good is the fact that auto pay feature is available, because like the Silver Surfer drop, it was so great. Because like the drop was at 5. I think we went to bed at 2, so we weren't getting up for the drop. So D and I, we came to terms like, we don't get it, that's okay. But we did get it. It was so nice. I woke up, I got a rare, and I like the rare cover, and the uncommon on that series is just beautiful. And I keep telling everyone, uncommons don't exist. I know a lot of people don't like them. They don't exist. So it's a really cool collector's item to get that does not exist. So so those are the 2 that I have, but I really like the auto pay, and VeVe's making it super easy to go for drops. And I really hope other projects adopt that. Like a good example is today, McFarlane had a drop for their Superman Batman, and I was not getting up early for that. Luckily, there's a big run for that for the chase. But if they were like going for like 1,000 pieces, I would have to get up. I'd have to wait. I have to go through that whole process, transfer crypto. And so like an auto pay feature for these other projects that VeVe has accomplished, I think is very beneficial for the space. What do you think, Flexi? You think an auto feature for the whole space would be good?
I love it. I love the auto feature. It's not really like been taking off a lot of my daily stress and the mindset. Okay, if I get it, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really a big relief in my life with auto pay, and
helps from the FOMO too if you're not there sitting watching the drop, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're hanging out in a BE stream or a Millie stream, you're gonna get hyped. Like I'm just gonna go for another one, right? So yeah, if I don't hang up on streams, guys, it's partly to save my wallet. So
yeah, I like how it's like a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so the few times I've used it, I was happy with what I got. I mean, not a secret rare, but I learned to like what I got, because I had no choice. But yeah, this last one, the Silver Surfer, that was really cool. I was like, oh yeah, there is a what do you call it? an auto pay button that we can make use of. So I did. Woke up and I got a common, but I love the cover, so I'm like, okay, this is a keeper this time. So yeah, like all if we had that feature in other projects, like Hinono said, that would make it, I don't know, maybe even more dangerous for us if we have like
Limit
auto
one.
pay for every like project that we're in. I don't know. Yeah, limit one for like the first hour, right? And then after that, then you can maybe get like multiples after.
I was actually a little bit afraid using autopay for the Silver Surfer. I'm not gonna lie, because it has a little delay, right? You know, when every time you go in and see if autopay actually bought something for you, you actually wait a couple seconds. I was, should I do autopay on this one or not? Nah. I'm safer just like trying to hit it.
It worked, guys. It did. Maybe if I was there, I would have gotten a secret rare. But you know what? It is what it is right there. But I love it. I love that feature, and it's really cool. And in the end, going for a chase is what we do here. The same with like Fanable, right? Like if you go for like a Fanable case, 9 out of 10 you're going to lose out, but are you going to be happy with what you got? And usually everything that I usually get, I'm happy with. I keep it, whether it's a physical or digital. And I think in the end, it's really about that. Does the stuff really make you happy, right? And it does. And I love the fact that you can pair the physical and digital. I'm one of those guys that really want to pair my physical with my digital, and I really feel like those two, they're just going to complement each other. So and we're getting close to the 2-hour mark here. We're almost at an hour and a half, so we're going to pretty much close up soon. But I want to ask you the question about physical and digital and the synergies between the two. What's your opinion on both, and do you believe that the digital will overcome the physical, or do you believe like they need to exist together for the space to grow?
I believe that they need to be like hand to hand. Like there's no way around that. I don't know. There's no way around that you need physical as well. And I think if they, like you said, if they could pair up more physical and like digital stuff, I think that would be like awesome. Like with the min number and everything. I know that a lot of people went for the black and white series of Batman and stuff. But yeah, I think they need to exist like parallel.
Yeah, I completely agree, because if it wasn't for the digital, I would have never gotten back into the physical. And if it wasn't for me being able to like not only get into the physical, but now being able to network in these different marketplaces or these different chat rooms where physical and digital are kind of blending together, I would have never been able to meet the majority of the people that we know in this community, network with them to find certain items. Because now I'm sure you're like me, where you try to hunt for certain things. Like right now at Comic-Con, there's a few people looking for things for me right now. Shout out to Video Shade and shout out to Fro, because I know that they're on the floor trying to find things, and I know they're waiting in lines because they sent me pictures, and I'm telling them if it's too long, bail. But the point is, you have friends that you've met in this space, whether it's physical or digital or both, that are out there, that are sharing these same passions, that are going out there trying to find certain books for you. And we're doing the same thing, vice versa. When we went to DCon, we did the same thing. We went and tried to find certain things. We didn't get bear bricks for people. That was a little bit too much. But, stuff like that. And I love that. And I love the networking aspect. Yeah. I've met so much cool people here that I consider not only friends, but family. And it's kind of strange to say that. But when you see them for the first time in real life, like the biggest bro, when I finally saw him for the first time, I'm like, whoa, this guy's big. And he came and gave us this big hug. And I'm like, whoa, right? But like, it was cool, right? When I met Arcade back in 2022, but when we got to hang out with Arcade, he took us to his favorite comic shops. We went and had breakfast. The breakfast was funny, Flexi. We're all on our phones, right? And we're all like pulling up our favorite NFTs, and we wanted to have signatures, right? And this lady, and I don't remember the name of the diner, but this old lady who owns the diner goes like,
Vicky.
Vicky. She's like, what you guys doing on your phones? Oh, we're digital collectors. What is a digital collector, right? We're having that conversation in a diner. but there's like 10 of us, right? All talking about digital stuff, having fun, eating breakfast, and really just having a good time. And that's really what this space is about. And that's what the collecting stuff has really done for me. And I can see it's done that for you as well. And I kind of want to close it out on now where you are, because you've joined the community, you've experienced it, you know the whole drop stories, you have your own, you've gone through it all, you're now a collector, but now you're on the VeVe team. You're a part of the project that started you on this journey. First off, I want to know, how do you feel about this? Like, because this is a pivotal moment in people's lives where things change, right? And this has changed for you for the better. And so kind of give us an idea of how you feel about that. And can you kind of tell us how this all happened for you, if you can?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. I mean, I always want to be a part of the VeVe, and I even asked David Yu for an internship back in France, and because I was doing my bachelor in IT, right? So I why not? You know, because
a lot in common, my friend.
So, I mean, and a little bit scary as well, because I'm going into something I'm not used to, because I'm like main Discord. I'm in super hardcore Discord, but everybody has been so welcoming. Millie, Informant, everybody has been so welcoming. So it makes me feel like home right away.
Yeah.
And
comfortable.
That's super awesome. I mean, shout out to everyone in the space, and I'm super happy to be here. And you know, I also have a lot of ideas and stuff that I don't know what to do with. And yeah, but I guess it takes time, and hopefully I could do something good for the space to provide some more support, and you know, be there for you guys, as I've been for the Discord. I'm still in the Discord, by the way, but yeah, but I'm both sides now.
He's wearing both hats now, everyone. So what was the phone call like? Did you get a phone call? Like, you know, like how was it presented to you? Is that something you can share with us? Like, you know, like, because like it's not every day where you're like, you know, like, hello, like, oh, David, it's you. Hey, you want to be a part of the VeVe team? No, right? You know what I mean?
So I found out actually on my way, got the position first, and I was super stoked. I couldn't agree a more perfect person.
Heck yeah! Shout out to On My Way.
Right? He'd been there. He's one of you, and he's like, I was super stoked because that's On My Way. He wanted that so much.
Yeah.
So I was super happy for him. And a week later, they hit me up and like, you know, they need another one. And are you know, do you want it? Of course. I was like,
no, I don't.
Nah, I'm too busy with Discord. What are you talking about? That's my IT work to do. What you talking?
Well, I was so happy to get the opportunity to help out and jumping into the spaces. So yeah, everything is just new for me right now, and I'm super excited. And now that I want to go to the live event as well, you know, to be there for everyone. And yeah.
That's amazing, awesome. Man. Yeah, congratulations, man. Very proud moment, and I bet it's like even more surreal. And you know, you've been here in the community, but just to be like part of the official team where you could bring your thoughts, your ideas, your feedback from the community to the team, and you know, help in your way like implement it for the community in general. So I think that's big ups to you. Congratulations. That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all.
We've been watching, man. Like, we've been watching you. We've been watching On My Way. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job, because we all pay attention to what's going on in the timeline, and we see a lot of you guys everywhere. We see you guys retweeting. We see you guys in the chats, and that's really good for a content creator side to see that these projects are either watching or supporting. that's really good for us, because then that'll motivate us to do more, as well as other projects as well too. So like what you guys are doing as what I like to call, and I don't know if anybody is religious, the Lord's work. So I really appreciate you for doing that. And kind of give us an idea of what's ahead for you. Now that you're part of the team. I'm not asking for alpha. I'm just asking, like, what are one of the like what's the one big thing you want to try to accomplish by the end of the year for Flexi?
So basically, I have I'm helping out with the other platform like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, right? So a big goal for me would be that I'm not sure if I'm allowed. I would like to be more active in those platforms, to post more and to encourage people to post more contents, and maybe if I'm allowed to do, like, catching some kind of trend music and mix with AR stuff. But this is just like my what's in my
You're
head.
just speaking out. Speaking out your mind.
So I don't know is it's gonna be approved.
We're brainstorming, guys. This is not happening. This is just talk. This is Aloha Friday. We're talking, but I love where your head's at, and I think that's a really great idea to like expand the mind share to all these different social media platforms. There's a lot of people that don't really know what's going on and what we're doing here, and to try to spread out to all these platforms, I think is a really, really good goal to. And I think the AR, and I've said it before, and shout out to Arcade because I agree with him. The AR feature is where it's at to show the masses of what we can do with these things. You know, just literally like do a cute little video with like, I don't know, you know, a lecture or something like that, right? And just showcase.
I like
that.
Froze, you know, and then I like Miss Gecko's the owl farming video she made. And, you know, stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I don't know yet. It's just ideas right now, and it has to bring, you know, I have to talk to MC about so
I'm sure they're all listening right now. So
he's MC, are you writing this down? Meeting with Flexi. Take down.
He doesn't have to, it's recorded. So just clip it. If not, Wes will help you with the clipping. He's good at that.
Shout out to Wes.
I got one more question for Flexi, but I'm gonna pass it over to my wife. And then the final thing that we're gonna do is we normally turn the tables around here, but I'll let my wife go. Go ahead, Dee.
No, that was one of my questions I had, was like what you were ideas of what you want to bring to the community now being in your position, but you pretty much answered that. So I'm just gonna say, you know, whatever comes to fruition, hopefully your ideas and goals that you want to reach do get accomplished, and we can see that happening within the community. And I just want to wish you, you know, the best. And once again, like, huge congratulations on your new position, and thank you for your support, because I've, like, you know, said, I've been seeing you just like reposting, being in the chats on our comments, and even like other people's live streams and shows. I have to get more on Discord, because like on Discord, because it's so busy for me personally, I have certain channels pinned to the top when I scroll on the VeVe Discord, and that's what I normally stick to. So I just gotta come in and check you out when you're more live in the Discord, and see what all the other channels are about. But shout out to Raven. I've been in there a lot more than I was before, because it's trying to keep up with all the channels, and seeing like all the notifications just kind of like made me crazy that I couldn't keep up with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, my OCD, this is not working. So that's when I was like, I got out of it. But I'm back.
Raven is a gold. Raven is a gold word. And thank you. I have to thank you all that doing this like so many times per week. I mean, even Jay is that doing the space on the morning, or Millie, guys, and Emoji, VeVe Magic. It's hard work. It's really hard work. I could see, I mean, it takes time, effort, and research to do every stream. And really big thank you, guys.
Of course, and like at the end of the day, we all wouldn't be up here if we didn't enjoy the space and enjoy doing this. Like D and I think we've been doing this for 3 years. We
Wow.
genuinely enjoy doing this. We genuinely enjoy interacting with the community, and it's fun. And we genuinely want to push this space because besides the fact that we have fun, we network. There's a lot of opportunity in this space, and so that is one of the biggest goals. Is we want to try to help perpetuate this space. David had said this a few times. I've heard Will from Cryptoid say this: "A rising tide lifts all ships." Shane from McFarland says that as well, and I truly believe that. And so that is the one thing that we're trying to do here with these live streams, with all these projects, all these channels, is to try to help push and perpetuate this space. Because if this space moves forward and it gets adopted, it's good for everyone here, I think. So, Flexi,
Facts.
this has been awesome. I really appreciate you for coming on. One last question that came down the wire from our co-producer. She wants to know, who is your favorite Discord mod? You better watch how you answer this, by the way.
Wait, are we losing you? What? What?
I mean, I've been doing drop shows with Raven, and she's been really wonderful. And she's a new addition to our Discord team. And I mean, all of them, all of them being wonderful. I mean, I've been experiencing stuff with all of them. I've been meeting them in live events. So it's really hard to pinpoint who's the favorite there. But yeah, shout out to everyone on Discord. You guys are doing good work.
you gotta shout out to Raven. You're right. Raven has been a godsend. And I joke around when I said the very first official VeVe employee that came on our channel was Ben Rose, and then David Yu, because My Collectibles, you don't count because you came on our channel as a community member, and Raven was technically our Discord mod first, so I don't count her as well. But so technically, that's why I don't really rope them as the very first people from VeVe that was on the channel. But I appreciate you for coming on the channel. Like I said, it was kind of like a last question right there. And the final question that we usually give everyone here on the channel is, what are the questions you want to ask us? And now's the time for you to ask us anything. Go right ahead. Everyone gets stumped on this one, D.
Let's see.
And while Flexi is trying to think, enter the giveaway, guys. We do have a supported
what's the question to me?
giveaway.
Yeah.
yeah. So basically,
you gotta teach me how to do these musics you guys been doing.
What do you mean? Like elaborate.
No, I mean the music stuff you use on your stream, it's awesome. I wanna.
Thank you.
I wanna do. I mean, I seen also Infomint is doing some good. Also, I need to learn that.
So I know both BE and we both use the same program, which is Suno. In fact, we did a collaboration with BE, AI Battle of the Bands, where we actually competed amongst each other. I believe Dr. Strange was on there, Josh from Collectors Gone Digital. We had Delco Dudes, and we all competed. And Kid Arcade, and actually Kid Arcade won the challenge. So shout out to Kid Arcade. But yeah, anytime, shoot me a DM. I'm always willing to help and to kind of like push you in the right direction. It's all about creativity and on how you want your sound to sound. But yeah, can definitely do that for you.
That's awesome.
Any questions for D?
I love the music. Do you have any questions for me? Because I haven't delved that much into
the production side is usually my side. So.
Yeah.
No. How do you feel like the digital collectible for your kids in the future? That the little one I saw. Are you saving?
Little one.
Are you collecting for them? Because I know a lot of people are saying that they've been collecting, and it's like a generation wealth that they're gonna pass on to their grandchildren. Or have you had those kind of mindset, or
Yeah. So I'm sorry, go ahead. This is Dee's question, but I can answer it too.
Well, yeah, and at the end of the day, yes, that's what we are doing is setting them up for their future. Um, and what's really great is our daughter, Miss Punchline, she's already into this whole digital space because she is building in the VeVeverse. She's got her own little segment on one of our other shows where she, 15, 20 minutes, she goes and shows what she's been building in her space. A lot of people that's in the chats right now love her Smash Dogs. She's got that going on in her space. And so she's very familiar with it. She does, she plays a lot of Roblox and Minecraft. So she's familiar with it. Hi, hold on. They're trying to break into my room. But so she's all set up, and I think when our little guy is older, that's just the world that he's going to be growing up in. Is the whole everything is going digital right now, and so when he's older and old enough to understand stuff, that's just the world that he's going to be in, and it's just going to be like second nature, because they won't really know like the old school way of like how we collected, how we actually got here. Just what they're going to be growing up with is all that they're going to know. So I think they're pretty set for when they get older. They already know what to do. And I think that's really awesome for them to have that medium to turn to express themselves, because that's what our daughter does. She goes there to build, and she does some amazing stuff. Like I can't even get one of the simple shapes to do what I want in my head and bring it to the screen, and she just goes and does it. And she's like, "That was so simple, Mom. Like, what's like wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "Help!" So yeah, I mean, she's already got it, and I don't think it's going to be any problem for our son when he gets older.
Yes, that's good. I think I saw that show when was she's the one that made those rice?
Yeah, the rice bowl,
rice.
And her salad,
texture and stuff.
Yeah.
And funny enough, our daughter is VeVe fam. She went to DCon 2022. She's met David. She had dinner with Dan. Dee, Naz, and my daughter had dinner with Dan, and I was very frustrated with them because they were gone for 1 hour and didn't tell the rest of the gang where they were. And then we get this text message with them, and Dan's all smiling with them in the picture. I'm like, where the heck are they? Right? So, yeah, my daughter knows VeVe very well, and she knows some of the team members very well. Shout out to the iPad, man. She doesn't forget about you either. So,
yeah. Did you want to add to that, Inano?
Yeah, no. Mainly, for the kids side, kids don't need to be educated on any of this stuff. They know what it is already. They know what a digital medium is. I'm constantly losing money every month on Roblox and Minecraft bills. And if it's not that, it's my daughter sneakingly playing Roblox at school on her cell phone like she's not supposed to. So stuff like that, they get it. They want to be in these realms. And my daughter said this. She's like, Dad, if we could do more in this VeVeverse, like talk to my friends would hang out in here. And so my biggest thing, and I hope they're listening, is I think that VeVeverse has some legs, specifically on the social media aspect. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. To me, it looks like a MySpace 2.0 for the younger generation that knows how to do this. Yeah, obviously we got Minecraft, obviously we got Roblox, but this is a different medium where it can really be used for a gamified social platform to hang, chill, build, or whatever, right? And I asked my daughter that question. If there were the right tools in this construct for you and your friends to play around in, would this have legs? Would you guys actually hang here? And the answer is yes. And I like that for the kids these age. When I was growing up, we didn't have a place to hang out. We didn't have digital realms. If you're a comic book collector or you like toys, you would get picked on at school. So my sanctum was the comic shop. There's not a lot of them here anymore. And even in the mainland, there's not too many like there were back in the day. So having a medium like this, Cali Comics is a really good example of having kids digital avatars. I look at Cali Comics and I can see my daughter and her friends running around in there having Pokemon tournaments and all types of stuff like that. That is where the kids are going to go. This is their new medium. It's really like that. And I believe constructs like the VeVeVerse can give that type of medium for the kids. What do you think about that, Flexi?
Yeah, I totally agree. Never thought about like that. That this is kind of new to hear it from you, and I agree. I totally agree. To be like like the Ready Player One thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like more on like a casual level, right? In the
Yeah.
end of the day, kind of what we were saying is everyone is looking for an experience, and I'm going to be honest. I don't think the AAA gaming thing is really what people are looking for. They're just looking for connection. And whether it's the AAA gaming that gets you that connection because you like to like do shoot 'em up games with people, or it's really a Minecraft thing. I was teasing Minecraft years ago. I remember telling my wife, this is a piece of junk. Nobody wants to play around. Like the Sim City was better than this, right? And I'm eating my words because now I'm spending money every month so my daughter can run away from zombies or something, right? But that's the point.
Yeah.
That 10 years ago was shunned upon, just like MP3s, just like ebooks, just like email. I remember email. Nobody wanted
What's
to use
an
email.
email?
And that's exactly what's going on here with these digital realms. Just give us a good experience, make it stable, make it accessible. People will come.
Exactly. Totally agree.
People will come.
100% agreed. Yep.
100.
But guys, that has pretty much been the show. We're pretty much going to close out. Any final questions for Flexi while I get the giveaway ready for everyone?
Are you, first of all, do you have a MetaMask wallet? Well, we're
Cool.
gonna send something over to you. Yeah, you, Flexi.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of wallet did you ask for?
MetaMask.
She's looking
Yeah.
for an ETH wallet. So we have a
Mhm.
art piece that was designed by a community member. His name is Davo, and he made a digital comic book of our entire family as a DC. I'm assuming that's what you're giving him, right? Because I just opened my mouth there. So I think that's what
Well,
we're giving him now.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot, but that one is special to us. And since you're a collector, and I know you like Superman, so can you pull it up? It basically has a representation of myself as Batman wearing a similar hat with ears coming out of a trucker hat. D as Wonder Woman, my daughter as Punchline because that's her favorite character from DC, and then my son who really loves Superman. He is Superman in the picture. It's a really cool NFT.
Let me see.
Let me see here.
But so D will pull that up. But Flexi, any final words for the audience? Any last words of wisdom? Anything you want to tell everyone? You got 200 people watching. The floor is yours, my friend.
Whoa, 200. Nah, I mean, just have fun and enjoy the SDCC week and collect what you love and try to go to live event. That's a have to experience. I mean, especially the Comic-Con. It's so huge, so much new. Yeah.
I second that. Go to these events. You're not going to regret it. You may even meet lifelong friends. That you may never thought you would ever have a friend before. I have a friend that lives in Bristol. I could never believe it. I met Osmond Collect 63 for the first time. We've been friends for 3 years. I met him finally in Vegas. And it was so funny when I saw them. He came with Collectors Gone Digital. And I knew what he looked like, right? But Collectors Gone Digital had no idea that we knew what he looked like because we do a lot of snooping. They came to me and I was on a space and I was hosting a space with Dave. And I remember getting hugs and I'm like, hold on, because there was somebody who was claiming to be Mike Tyson in that space. And I'm like, hold on, I'm in a space with Mike Tyson. It's like, Mike Tyson's in the space? Yeah. And I'm trying to give everyone these hugs while with like this fake Mike Tyson's in the space. But I got to see them for the first time for 3 years. It was like we we're friends forever, right?
Exactly, right?
You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't weird. None of it was weird. And then
And
that
what do you
whole
call each other?
yeah.
The,
Huh?
the space name or the real name? Because I think I've been a friend with someone, a few people, but we never like we use the usernames. You know, is that what you guys do too?
Yeah, we normally
Mhm.
use the usernames, and it's so funny because like the biggest bro, he's always asking me to call him by his real name, and I just have a hard time doing it. I'm like, you're always gonna be my big bro, and I guess I just gotta say it like that, right? You know what I mean? Like, I just have a weird. It's just weird to say Philip. That's not his name, by the way, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
just like that. Hey, Philip. You know, I was like, yeah, no. The biggest bro just sounds way
Bro,
cool.
funny his story. Me on my way, and I think Omegatron and VeVe Magic. We were the one that was closing. I think third day in Comic Con, New York Comic Con 2 years ago,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden Chris Claremont came, like started to ask us about something. I don't remember what he asked. And on my way, he was like, I was like, hurry up, we need to go to the party, you know. Oh, you in hurry? You don't want me to help this gentleman here? And I was like, who's that?
Who's
I was
that?
like, oh my god, Claremont, you know. And I ran to
You.
yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir, and everything. And then on my way, tried to invite him to Sanjay's party.
I would have done the same thing, man.
And he was like, "Oh, where's this party?" And on my way, so, do you have a phone? And he didn't have a phone, and he was like so OG. He just like put out
He had a
notebook.
Rolodex. He had a Rolodex out of his suitcase, right?
And the funny part was like when he was like, "What's your name?" And he said, "My name is OMW." You know, and he was like looking at on my way like, "What?" Yeah, it's my my Discord name. It's OMW. You know, and he gave him the address and everything, but he never showed up. But the funny part was like, you know, try to explain your Discord name for someone that OG. It was like,
You know, I got a funny story. I was in the checkout line right at the grocery store, and I was talking with Dee, and she was trying to schedule a live stream. And part of that is they wanted my name for the live stream, and I said, "Oh, just tell them it's the real Hinano, right?" I didn't know I had a classmate behind me hearing the whole conversation. It's like, yeah, tell them the real Hinano, and just let them know the one and only. And I get off the phone, it's like, so where's the fake Hinano? And I'm like, hey, it's like, yo, real Hinano, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, right? So, but yeah, we use a lot of our stage names. It's kind of funny. So, you know, you can kind of reinvent yourself here if you really are kind of looking for that, right? On a different name, but yeah,
I have this username since I was 15. I almost
same here, man. Yeah, this is my Facebook username that moved over, right? So, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, that's your real name." Well, technically, Hinano's my nickname. It ain't my legal name, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yes.
But VeVe does know what my legal name is, and we'll leave it at that. But guys, this has been the stream. This has been really awesome. I'm gonna get the giveaway tool ready. Dee, run the show.
Yeah, so I'll probably have to send it to you later on, Flexi, what it looks like, because I'm not able to find it at the moment.
All right.
But what do you call it? I will send that in the DMs, and if you could just provide that for me later on, that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
And there was something else that I did want to give you. That was also donated from a community member, which is Arcade. He's got, I don't know if you've seen his artwork, the Light Parade collection. So I'll have to, that I have with me. But it's an Iron Man Light Parade. So I want to send that over to you.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll chat in the DMs after. But
Now
yeah,
I
just
feel I want to give something away too.
you don't feel
You don't have
obligated
to do that.
do
You
any
don't
of
have
that.
to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you already gave away 80 comic books.
Right.
Here, but yeah, I really appreciate that, though. Yeah, and we kind of just want to give back to everyone else too. So yeah, you're gonna get that NFT from Arcade. Shout out to Kid Arcade, you guys. Looking forward to the DCOM party coming in Vegas this year, and then also from Davo, and that is an NFT that is very cherished for DNI. There's only 60 of them, and you're gonna get one.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. And just want to say thank you so much, Flexi, for coming on and spending your day with us and the chats. There's been a lot of people, engaging in the chats and showing their support for you and congratulating you on your new role in VeVe. And just want to thank the chats for being here, for everyone that's listening and watching. And if you catch the replay, you're gonna enjoy the show. That's a quick show there.
All right, guys. And without further ado, good luck. Now, as the biggest bro always says, you have to do the Thanos move on Majin right here. So there are 28 people that have entered. Good luck for you, 27, because Majin is pretty good at getting these things won. So good luck, everybody, for the giveaway from VeVe Official. May the juju be with you. Let's see who's going to be the winner. Hippie 2323. Let's go.
Yes. Awesome.
Congratulations.
These hands are for you.
In the chat, Hippie, long time community member here at True Media, and we appreciate, and it's good to see you again. And guys, that has been the show. But before we go, really quick, I want to let everyone know what is going on here as I pull up my other screen. YouTubery, as other people like to say. Guys, we do have this live stream with the biggest bro that will be happening in about an hour or so. So tune in to True Media Group as we will be back. And we're going to be covering this for like maybe 30 minutes. We're going to go check out, see what is going on at the movie theater, who's in line, and what the biggest bro is going to be showing us tonight, guys. So tune in for this. This is going to be about an hour and a half from now. And we look forward to that. Also, check out Flexi right here on X, on his socials. Give him a follow, give him a like, and let him know how he's doing. He's doing a great job. And then also follow VeVe Digital Collectibles on their socials as well right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. Anything else, Dee, before we get out of here?
That's pretty much it. This has been an awesome show. And once again, thank you, Flexi, for coming on. Can't wait to talk to you more in whatever space or show you end up going to next. And just want to wish you, all the best in whatever is in your future. All good things. All good things.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and just know that here in True Media, it's kind of like an open door policy. If you ever want to come on, or if you hear or see something that we're going to be talking about and you want to give some input, please feel welcome. You're always welcome to come on. It is always a revolving door around here, and we appreciate your time today, guys. Everyone, give Flexi all of the love in the chat right now. Go spam him on X. Let's go, you guys. Happy Aloha Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. We got some big announcements next week, guys, so stay tuned for that, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, and aloha.
Bye.
The future of content. Let's go. Let's go now. Whoa. And here we go.